Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. We are back. We are back. We are back. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it on this Freestyle Friday?
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty.
Well,
Man,
why you always singing that song? Go ahead.
Hey,
he loves his country.
I love this. It's a fun time to be alive.
Right.
It is. That's facts upon facts.
Hey man, I'm with Hakeem. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Super Bowl's around the corner. Super Bowl weekend. We're about to have some fun this weekend. So after that,
Mhm.
let's get it.
Yeah, I told everybody Super Bowl weekend need to be a national holiday. I told everybody like Super Bowl weekend do need to be a national holiday because everybody's getting food, everybody's getting drinks, everybody gonna go out there and party. It's crazy when it comes to Super Bowl weekend. Like Miami doing a lot of Super Bowl watch parties on Sunday is gonna be crazy. A lot of people, it's crazy. I thought a lot of people would be in New Orleans, but it's just like a lot of people was in Miami for the Super Bowl weekend. I'm like, what's going on with New Orleans? But I understand because of that terrorist attack. So I know why people don't want to be in New Orleans, but still, do you want to be around the football players and the celebrities? No, no, nobody want to do it. Nobody want to do it anymore.
No, because we got people that I mean, I heard tickets drop for Super Bowl tickets. I
Yeah, it
think it
did.
got like
Right.
a lot.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it yesterday on Vertical Live. It did. It dropped. It dropped by a huge percentage
Yep.
because me and Hakeem were talking about it. People want something different. They want out of the Bills or Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like something
Yeah.
different, or the Bills or the Commanders, not the Chiefs and the Eagles again. No offense to the Chiefs fans and the Eagles fans, but we'll talk about that later on. We'll talk about it later on. But shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board on Instagram, Facebook, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. And not only that, shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That being said, it is Freestyle Friday. Jordan, you already know hip hop. What's going on in the hip hop?
Let's talk about Kanye because he's been making news all week, and he's still not making news. So if Kanye making news all week, I totally believe this is Kanye's year because anything Kanye puts out, it always go viral. So you got so right now he had talked with Diddy in the jail cell, and now they are doing a collab of dropping a Sean John, which I'm very, very surprised, and it will be a probably a 50-50 split. So I give it to Kanye, even though he's, working with Diddy, he's, I see they working together of the Sean John do a 50-50 split. So if you don't believe me, go ahead. I can put the post up about Kanye is selling Sean John.
So him and Diddy did have a conversation in the jail
Yes,
cell. I thought
yes.
that was rumored, but go ahead.
Rumor too, but it's true because there was also he was Kanye was talking to one of Diddy's sons too on a FaceTime as well. But yeah, they was talking, and now they are seeing that he is gonna sell some jobs off 50-50 split. So I'm curious how they're gonna work out. So hopefully next week, if it sells through this weekend, it'll show up. And then also not just that, Kanye West, he called himself Adolf Hitler again. No, I think this is his first time. No, I think this. I can't remember. I think he called himself Hitler, but he is calling himself Hitler again. Um, he's saying that. I'm trying not to try to be careful with the tweets. I'm trying to find one tweet, because I want to be careful. Call me Adolf Hitler, and I'm your B. Still wants to be a B. He said Hitler was so fresh. He said, I'm going to normalize talking about Hitler. Their way talking about deleting people has been deleting black people has been normalized. So Kanye is gonna be Kanye. Saying stuff like this, him being Hitler, that's never gonna raise eyebrows. Put the spotlights on him. So what Kanye's doing right now, he's definitely it's trending right now. He's definitely trending on X, and with these comments on him saying he's Hitler and also working with Sean John and everything, uh, it's just very, very controversial with Kanye West, and that's what you're gonna get with Kanye. This is definitely gonna get with Kanye. So go ahead, Ronnie. You know, we talked about it mostly all this week. Do you feel like this is the year of Kanye with him saying he's the Hitler and also working with Diddy, selling Sean John and having a 50-50 split?
No, this is not the year of Kanye, but I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God said something that I totally agree with Charlamagne. Normally, I don't agree with Charlamagne too much, but one point he did make, Kanye West want a lot of attention because this is pretty much Kendrick Lamar year, and you already know Drake year as well. He's just talking because he wanted the Kendrick Lamar moment. Because right now, everybody talking about not like us. Everybody's excited about the Super Bowl halftime show with Kendrick Lamar because they don't know who he's gonna bring out, and everybody's just waiting on our like that not like us to the point that people actually leaking behind the scene of not like us. So just imagine what the feeling on Kendrick Lamar have at this moment. So Kanye West, he want that same attention that Kendrick Lamar is getting. So and unfortunately, he's not getting it. That's why in the Grammy he's doing something bizarre. And then right now you see it in his tweets, he's going out of control to the point like, bro, why are you keep attacking these people? We already stated that you don't like them. Cool, leave these people alone. Why you keep attacking them? Because he want that form of attention that he's not getting. But still, I still respect Kanye because he's still a musical genius. And now that him working with P. Diddy, 50-50 split with the Sean John, clothing line, I think that's a good move because Kanye West is a pretty much a genius when it comes to fashion. So I'm just curious of how that's gonna turn out. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Um, Kanye has always pushed the envelope, so this is not surprising to me. I do give him credit though for something. You feel me? Is he's doing something a lot of people who didn't do. He's standing behind Puff. And we got to look in other communities. They stand behind their villains and people in their community. So just to point that to see him do this, just let me know that he's standing on business. There's people who know Puff 20 years that he ain't never done nothing for and only made millions of dollars, have separated themselves. Kanye has nothing to do with Puff. They've never been friends. They didn't need sign on the record label. But that does show where his mind is, that he's willing to push the envelope, like him or hate him.
Yeah, I think for us as as Black people, knowing how Kanye is, how he's been so controversial during the years. I mean, this is not the only one. I remember he said, after Michael Jackson passed, he said, "I'm the new king of pop." I remember back in the Hurricane Katrina, and it was trying to, give money to, help save money for the people. And then out of nowhere, he said, George Bush don't care about Black people. I remember that rant. So this is what Kanye does. Like I said, Hakeem said, love him or hate him. When it comes to the Hitler stuff, I'm of course he's gonna run people the wrong way. He knows he's gonna run people the wrong way. And him start saying kind of normalize it. I don't think that's definitely not going to work. He thinks he's going to work, because he has a very different mindset than everybody else, which is fine. That's what Kanye is. But yeah, saying all that stuff, bringing that up again, and I won't be surprised. Next week, he'll probably have his mega Trump supporter stuff on about next week. Say, hey, hey Trump, where you been at, man? I missed you, man. I'm still your supporter, man. I got the hat on. I missed you. We could come talk to me, man. Let me follow that White House. We could talk. I won't be surprised you do that next year. Like I said, this is what Kanye does. Him working with Diddy. I'm trying to help Diddy out, but like I said, it's so bizarre for somebody to do that, and that's Kanye. So I don't know if it's going to sell or not, but we're gonna find out. But other than that, yeah, man, Kanye. It looks like this might be the year of Kanye. Because he's starting off strong now. I give it to him because he do something bizarre. We're gonna talk. So he's starting off strong, and let's see how it goes beyond to the summertime, all the way to the end of 2025. So it might be Kanye West year, y'all. It might be.
No, it's either Kendrick Lamar's year again or Drake. I don't think it's Kanye West years. He just wants some attention, Jordan. I don't think so. And
No, I
remember,
feel
and
like
now that it won't be
I'm
P
not
Diddy
saying
year.
it will be, but for me, I think Drake he's gonna come out big in the summertime. That's just me.
Yeah,
He's gonna have some in the summertime.
we already talked about that. Like Drake is already at 1 billion stream right now on Spotify, so it's gonna it's gonna keep cooking. Shout out to Josh with us right now is in the building. Shout out to you, Big Dog, for being here. We really do greatly appreciate it. Like he said, let's get those likes up, folks. But greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. And not only that, but shout out to those watching us right now on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Sports. Man, this one right here is very controversial. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Let's get into it, y'all. So this is gonna get to the NFL. So the NFL honors I was on last night, which a lot of players won their awards. So you had Jan Daniels, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Congrats to him. He had a phenomenal season. Joe Burrow won Comeback Player of the Year, well deserved. The defensive Rookie of the Year was Jared Burks from Los Angeles Rams. Big ups to him, and also Patrick Surtain won the Defensive Player of the Year award. But when it comes to the MVP, it was down to the wire. It was either Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. A lot of people think Lamar Jackson because he has better stats than Josh Allen. With Derrick Henry, he had one of the stats wise. It was one of the best top quarterbacks play you ever see this season. But we found out that it was Josh Allen. He won his MVP. And then looking at the votes, it was very, very close. But it shows that Josh Allen had more first place votes than Lamar Jackson. And then once that when it showed that Josh Allen won the MVP, a lot of people was like, "Wow, really?" Like, wow, people was kind of shocked because a lot of people, when it comes to his stats, how Lamar Jackson was playing, a lot of people say he had a better season with Josh Allen, but when it comes to people that votes, because this is the same people that vote for the first team All Pro, which is Lamar Jackson. And usually when a quarterback is first team All Pro, he usually win an MVP. But for this year, it went completely different, and it was Josh Allen. So Hakeem showed a little picture of Josh Allen showing that he has the trophy of the MVP. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go to you, Ronnie, man. Do you think Lamar Jackson was snubbed from the MVP?
Yes, if you go based on stats. So here's the stats when it comes to Lamar Jackson in 2024 NFL 2024 stats. He had 5,087 yards, 45, mind you, total touchdown, 4 interceptions, and a QBR 77.2. Now, when it comes to Josh Allen's stats is 4,269 yards, 41 touchdown, 6 interception, and the QBR rating was 77.3. Yes, they robbed Lamar Jackson again. They robbed him. So based on the stats, I'm just saying Lamar Jackson is certified to be MVP. But I'm just being honest. The reason why they gave it to Josh Allen because they felt sorry for him. I'm just being honest because he did not beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs for the 4th time. Go ahead.
Are you sure he wasn't DEI?
No. You caught me left field on that one. It wasn't that at all. It was based on I think they felt sorry for him. Like a lot of people felt sorry for him because he didn't beat the Chiefs. Because remember, this was his opportunity to beat the Chiefs because next year it may not happen again. Because you got Joe Burrow who made a statement last night during the Hall of Fame. You saw he made a statement that we're not gonna keep losing like this. So he may not see the Chiefs again, probably on a regular season, but when it comes to the postseason, Joe Burrow is on a mission. So, but right now for the MVP stats, Lamar Jackson was supposed to win it based on the stats. I'm just being honest. 4 interceptions the whole season? That is amazing. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Oh, man. I really don't got nothing to say. I already killed it with that one. They felt sorry for him. That's it for me.
Go ahead, Hakeem. You can take the picture down.
Yeah, Hakeem, you can take the picture down. I was surprised too, Ronnie. I was definitely surprised that Josh Allen won. I mean, I guess how the voters looked at it, which I still don't make no sense to me, that, since he had less help, that, Stephon, his receivers, they got traded or signed to another team. Because I remember in the beginning, a lot of people, when they lost so much talent from the Bills, they thought, the Bills was not even going to make the playoffs. Some people thought they're going to be the last in the division, because they thought, Miami's going to be up there, the Jets is going to be up there, and they'll probably be in the middle of the pack with the Patriots and everything. But yeah, man, I don't get how, your first team All Pro, Lamar Jackson got better. The stats proves that he had a better statistical season than just Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson won it last year and MVP, but his stats this year was better than his MVP stats last year. So, yeah, man, I guess, when it comes to voters, I guess this happens all the time with like great players, like, like a LeBron or even a Patrick Mahomes sometimes, even though Patrick Mahomes got multiple MVPs. I feel like when it comes to these voters, they be biased of, trying to find a new MVP, not try to go back to back, or, try to go for Lamar to get a third straight MVP, because he's well deserved to win that MVP. But, just show me how these voters are, how they really vote on how, even though Lamar Jackson, go for a first team All Pro, he's not the MVP. That's bonkers from me. But like I said, congratulations to Josh Allen too. He had a great season. He had a great season. It just wasn't better than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it did. Well, based on the stats, Lamar Jackson was supposed to win. I'm just going. Okay, I'm a numbers guy. If I look at the numbers based on the stats, Lamar Jackson is supposed to. He's supposed to win that MVP. Also, Ronnie, it's just like the Joker. It's just like the Joker in the NBA.
And also, you could test the look at your eyes. Like, who looked better? I mean, it was close, but I thought Lamar Jackson. If you look at the eye test, Lamar Jackson looked better than he did Josh Allen when it comes to the season. That's just me. If you look at the eye test as well.
And not that, but remember, I did remember when they played Buffalo too as well. They didn't play well, so they put that into account as pretty much put that in account when it comes to Lamar Jackson. That he had a lot of fumble, a lot of missed passes, which could have clearly had them win the game, and they could have advanced to see the Chiefs. But because of those failed missed passes, that what made Buffalo advance.
But early in the season, they got Baltimore beat them down. They ran.
They did.
Over them.
They did, but Mark Andrews, that pass and the 2-point conversion. But that pass with Mark Andrews, that 2-point conversion, would have put them in a big deficit, and that would make them lose the game. So I don't know how it goes when it comes to these MVP votes and when it comes to the NFL. I'm just going by what they're saying. Oh man. But like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live pretty much each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us right now all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Money. Jordan, you already know, it's already been like 38 days in the new year. It's going by fast, folks. Let's get our money up. Go right ahead, Jordan, when it comes to the money.
Let's get to the money. Let's talk about tariffs again, but we're not gonna talk about tariffs from the international aspect. We're gonna talk about tariffs going by the farmer aspects. So with these tariffs, that Donald Trump put by, we're gonna talk about the aspect, how does it really affect farming in a way? Is it going to be very devastating, or is it going to be okay when it comes to these tariffs? And so we do have the clip from Yahoo Finances, and it's going to talk about how does tariffs affect the U.S. farmers. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Proposed 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada, initially set to take effect this week. They were delayed 30 days, but the ongoing threat of tariffs is weighing on farmers. And our next guest saying that the administration's proposals could be potentially devastating for the industry, especially amongst small farm owners. Joining us now, we want to bring on John Boyd Jr. He's a fourth-generation farmer and founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association. John, it's great to have you back here on Yahoo Finance. Walk us through just the threat that you see, the potential here from President Trump, the tariff threats that he has certainly announced, and what was very much feared earlier this week, the impact that that's going to have on your industry.
Well, and I'm a fourth generation farmer, and if I live long enough to see a harvest this year, this would be my 82nd harvesting soybeans in this country. The proposed tariffs that the president is speaking about will have a devastating effect on America's soybean producers, such as myself. The last time President Trump imposed tariffs on China during his first presidency, the price of soybeans went from, when he announced it, $16.80 a bushel, and all the way down to about $6 a bushel. And they had to create a marketing facilitation program to offset some of the losses for America's farmers. We had to wait for that. So those type of scenarios could really be devastating for America's soybean producers, many who have a very thin profit and margin, profit and loss there, and there's no room for error. The actual thought of tariff in this country scares a lot of people. So farmers need to know exactly what the president is going to do as far as tariffs in this country, and it's going to have in my opinion, a devastating effect on America's farmers and consumers, because if you can't get goods and services in and out of this country, as far as it goes for food, there's going to be higher prices for America's consumers and local grocery stores around this country.
Yeah, John, thank you for explaining that. And I wonder if you can kind of operationalize for me and for our audience of listeners who may not be familiar with the ins and outs of farming in the United States, how these tariffs impact prices. Like, what does that read through like? And then what does a farmer have at their disposal in terms of tools for fighting back against these tariffs? Like, what kind of supply chain changes could farmers potentially be looking at to get around the worst of the financial impact of these tariffs?
And thank you so very, very much, because that's a very, very important question. Farmers like myself either have storage facilities on their farm or they're cash and carry. I'm a cash and carry producer, which means I sell to local grain elevators. When those, last time the president imposed tariffs, those elevators stopped purchasing soybeans from America's farmers. So during harvest, you have to be able to harvest, get your crop in your combine and into your storage facilities. If not, you have to take them directly to a grain elevator for market price. When those elevators get full, all of those big tanks, and China stopped purchasing those soybeans, and that's what happened. The grain elevators are now full, so there's nowhere to take the soybeans to, and that makes the price plummet. And for those who don't understand, economics is price on demand. So there was no demand for it, and the price bottomed out. And China started looking to other countries such as Brazil to get soybeans and things of that nature. But when you can't get the products in and out again because of tariffs, those costs are passed on to the American consumer. I don't care how you break it down. And when you walk into your local grocery stores, you start paying more for fruits and vegetables and all of these things. So the tariffs, I hear what the president says, he wants to use them as a bargaining tool, but the ultimate factor and the first person in line that it affects are America's farmers.
John, given the fact that we could see potentially universal tariffs, a blanket tariff, does that then make the situation even worse for farmers and the ultimate impact that it's going to have on price, that we'll see prices spike even more so than we did see during the first administration?
I would believe so, and thank you for that question. Because this time, as you know, the president put a 30-day hold on Mexico. Mexico, for people to understand, is the number one purchaser of U.S.-grown corn. So we're still, a couple of things that we still do pretty good in this country, and we produce corn, wheat, and soybeans just about better than anybody in the world. And it's one of the last few things that the United States dominates as far as excellence. Mexico looks for that corn to, make their products that they eat there in Mexico. So when you put those tariffs in place, and again, it affects the number one person in front line are America's corn producers. So a lot of times you don't hear about this. You hear about the after effects, which is the higher prices in supermarket because of all that's going back and forth with the tariffs. Mexico raises theirs, China's raises their tariffs, and we get caught into that game. But the first person in the chain that gets hurt are America's farmers, and that's so I'm so glad that you guys are doing this segment. I'm able to try to share just a little bit of light on that.
Yeah.
And farmers are struggling. If you look at our organization standpoint, we're less than 1% of the nation's farmers. We're losing land, and when we get caught in these type of political fights, the bottom line is we lose more farmers and we lose land ownership in this country. And some of the other things that the president is imposing, all of the cuts on eliminating DEI also is a devastating effect on the national black.
So there you have it. That was John Boyd. He kind of really breaks down how terrorist works. When it comes to different products that we sell, different products that we sell that when it comes to soybeans, not very well. When it comes to other stuff that we sell to other countries with the tariffs, it could still have a different effect. When it comes to U.S. farmers. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take when it comes to tariffs in the U.S. farming and how it affects different types of products and crops?
Of course, tariffs is gonna affect local farmers because the simple fact is, remember, they get some of their resources from Canada and also Mexico. But that's why I like the direction Trump is going with the aspect with this tariff, because he's trying to make the prime focus is America. America's been giving too many resources to other countries. It's time to bring these resources back into America's soil. That's why people don't understand the whole meaning of tariffs. They get upset, they get passionately involved with it, and emotionally involved with it, but they don't understand the breakdown what Trump is trying to do. Remember, the last administration was more about dishing out money and not even focus on local farmers. Remember, we even did topics about it. Black farmers felt they voted Biden in. Biden made promises that he didn't even keep, to the point they came back and they retaliated on Biden and say Biden is not the president for us. We need a president that's going to focus on local farmers and make sure sharecrops, the chickens, because right now we have a chicken. We already know we have an egg shortage. The chickens, the meat industry, all those industries are being well taken care of. So Trump's main focus is to make sure that resources not going too much out of the United States, but staying in to help farmers out so they can have more money and more resources to be able to have food and crops. That's all they focus on right now is cropping, because it's getting ready to be spring season. That's when right now farmers benefits the most during springtime. Go right ahead, Akim.
So from an economic level, a lot of people are not going to understand the plays and moves that are being made here. And farmers have already been getting a raw deal, even in the Biden presidency, for people who don't know. And when Trump had his first tenure, he was stating that, okay, China was buying soybeans, but they wasn't buying all of it. Farmers still had a surplus of crop not being bought. So, you know what I mean? So this is a bargaining tool, and a lot of people might not like it. We can't stick to the old ways. We wasn't progressing. If we're going to be the most dominant country in the world and to become a superpower, we have to leverage what we have. And what we have is tariffs. We are the biggest consumers in all the world. Everybody and their mama dump all their garbage here and we buy it. China, Europe, Canada, France. Their people don't even make the amount of income we make too. Some of the biggest tech companies are here. Some of the inventions are here. Most of the brightest in the futures are here. So if we have everything here, why won't we weaponize what we got to make us even great again?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Hakeem. When it comes to, a lot of stuff that we have in our house, most of the stuff that we buy is pretty much made from China or another country. We have very little stuff, that we might carry that's made here in the United States of America. And what Trump is trying to do and use his power, it's like, hey, all the stuff that we have here, that's use what we have here. That's what we grow here, let's use what we grow, what we eat. When it comes to everything, cloth, cotton, everything, let's switch up and stop buying stuff from internationally and start buying stuff here. And what Trump is trying to do, he's kind of using his, being the president, he's using his power, which you're supposed to do, and that's what Trump's doing right now. And even though he tried to put out tariffs for Mexico and Canada, he did delay it, and they still try to work out a deal and everything. And then also, we're doing the mass deportation. When he was trying to send my illegal immigrants back to I think it was Colombia. Him and Colombia didn't want their citizens back. So what Trump did, used this part, okay, we're gonna put some tariffs up. And after that, the Colombian president was like, okay, I accept it and everything. So when it comes, and like I said, I'm not a fan of Trump, but when it comes to his business 70s, his business ways, and also being the secretary president of how to use the power, to make our economy great again. That's what he's doing right now. Some people don't like it. Some people like it, some people don't. But this, like I said, this is the first this is the first month in and everything. So we'll just see, during the summertime and all the way to the end of 2025, was Trump's tactics of using tariffs on other countries work, and which can it be better for our economy in the long term?
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad. Blessed be upon you. It's also in the building. He say, peace, family. Shout out to Mr. White High. That's also in the building. Thank you so much for being here. And shout out to Joshua, highly supportive of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, big dog. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to I Am Aunt watching us right now is a woman watching us right now on Instagram. And shout out to by KSG, also right now watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to you guys watching us on Kick, Twitch, Rumble, and also that. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really do greatly appreciate it. Mr. Muhammad, you going through here, man. We can't highlight your comment when you going into all right here. You trying to get a strike. But as you guys know, it is Freestyle Friday. So that being said, go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's go ahead and start with the main topic that we have shown for you guys. So, Super Bowl Sunday is here. Super Bowl Sunday is here, and I remember at week 1 we had originally picked who was gonna make it to the Super Bowl, and this man right here on the bottom, he got it dead right. He got Philly and the Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Go ahead and I'll put the post up, Hakeem, of the Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts and everything. So yeah, people. So it is time to make our picks, and also the people in the chat. Who y'all got? Y'all got Kansas City or the Chiefs? So the time is here, y'all. Sunday is here. So start with you, Ronnie. Who do you got winning the Super Bowl on Sunday?
Well, like me, I always go based on numbers. Numbers guy, I always go based on numbers. So me looking at the numbers, you already know these teams have fought very hard to get to this point. You already know when it comes to Kansas City Chiefs, everybody really aware. When you got Andy Reid as head coach, it's not gonna stop you from where you're trying to go. He is very dominant coach. He's been in the game way too long to try to get this another win to make the Chiefs another 3P. Now when it comes to the Eagles have to make a statement just like the 49ers. This is a rematch game from their loss previous when they met the Chiefs. So hopefully they come in there with that fire, with that energy. Even though they have Saquon Barkley, I was telling everybody, don't be surprised if on the defense on the Chiefs side, find a way to stop the running game like they did the McCaffrey in the last Super Bowl when we faced them last year. So let's be perfectly honest here. Based on numbers, the Eagles could easily dominate this game. I would say the Eagles could win this game. But based on Patrick Mahomes, I learned a long time ago, and I finally get it. It woke me up after watching Super Bowl after Super Bowl. You can't bet against him. You just can't. You just can't bet against him. And if I was a betting man, I'm just being honest, I will put my money on the Chiefs. That's just me. I will put my money on the Chiefs because the reason why is the Chiefs is just they know how to close out games. one of the issues the 49ers had is we always had an issue of not closing out games. Now with the Philadelphia Eagles, when they dominate strong in the first and second half, they will dominate the whole game. So if they have that same energy like they did the Washington Commanders, they could go in there and win big. Based on ESPN, they are favoring the Eagles to win. But I just can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. I learned. I woke up. I took a shower, wiped my eyes, wiped my tears from my eyes, and outside they say, "Oh, hey, Jordan, it's coming from me." Out of everybody, you know it's coming from me, and you know I hate the Chiefs with a passion for what they did to our team, but to my team, but you just can't bet against him. This man is he's just a miracle working power. And also, it's rumored that some of the Eagles defensive players are sick. They got sick over there in New Orleans.
It's true.
So it doesn't look good for the Eagles right now. You just can't. They going like Hakeem said, and Hakeem, I gotta give hats off to you. They going for a legacy right here, a three-peat. Never been done before in the NFL, ever. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
Y'all been hearing my commentary since the beginning of this saga. But I'm not gonna lie to you though. Felt a little jitter the other day where I was thinking that they might not. That Jalen Hurts boy, I seen like a twinkle in his eye. I said they might stop him this year. I'm even sad to say that because I'm cheaped out, but I do think that Patrick Mahomes and them this year for this particularly, they just been winning by chance. It's not like the previous games of the last two Super Bowls where they was really dedicated hard and they were stomping stuff down. A lot of stuff they've been doing was kind of sloppy. So right now, I think I'm gonna change my thing. It could be a toss-up this year.
So who you got, King? You still got your Chief pick, right?
I still got the Chief pick, but then I got a wild card selection that the Eagles might win. For some reason, I just got a bad feeling.
Okay.
I just got a bad mojo feeling because, like, I didn't like how the last game and the other game was when the Chiefs were playing, and they mainly won based off a call or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was like, man, this not like them. They're not as confident as they was. You know
Or just they play. It's a method they do. It's a strategy. What they do is they don't play too hard until it comes to the final end, and that's what they're known for doing. So especially under the Andy Reid culture. So that's why I'm saying that me looking into this game, I learned don't bet against the new face of the NFL.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is the new face of the NFL. I'm just being honest. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, man. For me, who has a better team? Eagles. Top and down. Look at if you go to offensive line, defensive line, players for talent, you can say Eagles have maybe the best team on paper, but it's just how I've just been watching the Chiefs all this year, how they've been just be winning. There were some games I thought they was going to lose, but they win. And majority of the games they've been winning by 1 point games and everything. And then when they go to the playoffs, they just turn to a different notch. And to me, it's also I don't think a lot of people not getting enough credit for the Chiefs defense. The Chiefs defense is great. The Chiefs defense is great.
Oh yeah, and I know Jordan. All the defensive linemen are playing too on the Chiefs defense.
Yes. They got good. They got a good defensive line. They got good corners. Trent McDuffie, he's a very good corner and everything. And they can tackle. They don't miss tackles, and they're a sound team. So it's just the Chiefs play outsmarts everybody. They try to outsmart everybody, and it reminds me of how New England did too. When on their dynasty and everything. So, do I want the Eagles to win? Yeah, but I'm with you, Ronnie. You just can't bet with Pep. You can't bet against Patrick Mahomes. You can't. He's a Jordan. He's a Tom Brady. He's a Tiger Woods. He's not. I mean, he's not a new kid on the block. He's been playing for 7 8 years now. But he right now he is the reign on the NFL right now. He's just let me stop real quick. Shout out to the Joe Don't Hurdle for the $5 super chat. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
Another week healthy and safe.
Walaikum salam.
Appreciate you, Joe. Don't hurt him. Yeah, boy, how they do? Eagles got the #1 defense. Yeah, man. It's me. It's gonna be a good game, but yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes for me. You know, I can't bet against him. He gonna make
and I ain't that, but Jordan, who had the #1 defense last year? The 49ers, and they still lost.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
All the way to overtime.
When it comes to Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, and guess who's gonna also be there also on this year's Super Bowl? The president. That never happened before.
Yeah.
Kelsey even said it on the interview yesterday. We're not gonna put it up, but Kelsey said in an interview yesterday. He said, "I'm intrigued. I'm in love right now in this moment to play for our president Donald J. Trump." So what I'm telling you, he's gonna dominate the field. No offense, I would say Eagles worked hard to get to this moment, but it's something about the Chiefs that everybody, I don't know, they just win games. I can't get mad at it. And remember, Andy Reid used to play for Philadelphia Eagles, so you already know they playbook. But shout out to them, man. They made it to the end. I really wanted Detroit to go. I'm being honest. I thought it was gonna be Detroit and the Bills, or the Bills and the Commanders. One of them. I didn't want these two matchup, but people just gonna be upset on Sunday. I'm just being honest. Yeah, we just talked about that. Eagles players are sick because of the sport. hey, Aki, he said there's a conspiracy.
It is.
You know, they defensive players are sick. Yeah, look at Jordan came off cam. They're like, nice share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Jordan, don't hurt him. Blessed be upon you. And shout out to Ashton Williams, the creator of Chaoscultureradio. Guys, make sure you subscribe to his channel. You know he get close to 800 subs. Let's get him there. Folks. Let's get him there. Thank you so much for being here, Ashton Williams, the creator of Chaoscultureradio. Thank you so much for always coming through and showing us love and support. Hey, we gonna also show you love and support. Jordan, moving forward. Hey, why have me choking?
Yeah, let's go to the next topic. Let's talk about Cam Newton. So Cam Newton went viral again, and he talks about that. You know, he has 8 kids. He wants more. He ain't done yet. He said he want a whole lot more kids.
I'm with him. Have more.
So I can't play the clip of Cam Newton said, he want more kids.
Hey, John, I was choking, man. Why can't be left field with that one?
Mom's like, how do you do it all?
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you 8 kids? How do you do it all?
Yes. Did I tell you I want more?
You want more?
Yeah.
Where do you want to cap it? 10?
I don't know. However much that the God gives me. But jokingly and not jokingly, they really give me my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many different things that I look at to say they're my refuge,
Mm-hmm.
they're my peace, they're my encouragement. And there's times where even I'm here and they're still, at home. Those type of things affect me, but it also gives me more reason to say I'm doing this because of that situation. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. They always ask working moms, like, how do you do it all?
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you 8 kids? How do you do it?
And also in an interview, I didn't have a clip. He also talked about how his relationship with his oldest daughter is strained because he had an outside baby on her mother, who was his long-term girlfriend at the time, and he said, I'm still dealing with that resentment with his older daughter. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What is your take?
It's a man's job to dominate the earth. By dominate the earth is with our seed. There's over millions and trillions of sperm cells within our body that needs to come out. So him want to have more babies, go ahead, have more babies. Is our birthright. Now, I think it should be in the construct of marriage, because then you have more leverage, you have more control. But when you have babies by different women, it may be difficult. If you think I'm lying, ask Cam Newton. He's already spoken about it. Ask Nick Cannon, who also already spoken about it, as other people that's dealing with baby mama drama, they will tell you it's good to have multiple children with one woman. And Hakeem could agree upon that. Shout out to Albie Ward that's also in the building. Shout out to A Dub. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for being here in the building. And shout out to Joe. We already know Joe don't hurt, or he always coming in with the blessings.
Joe don't hurt him saying, I'm blessed with 3. I can't imagine 8. 8, enough is enough. Listen, I agree with you. Like, it's a lot
but also
more.
He did, I don't know if you see the comment from AEW. He said, good evening, Ronnie and Hakeem. I got my notification late. Yeah, you guys started almost hours ago. Yes. Yeah, our new time is at 7 o'clock Eastern time. AEW.
He's I think 2-3 hours behind us.
So you like Jordan? 2-3. Yeah, so Jordan, your time is
he in the West Coast then.
Yeah, he's in Alaska.
He's in Alaska.
So,
he's in Alaska. Yeah,
he might be 4. He might be
4,
an hour before.
4 o'clock.
He might be 4 hours from you and then an hour behind me. So okay.
Yeah. So for me, Ron took the words right out of my mouth. Having kids is better in the context of marriage. He has 8 children. Those are 8 broken homes. We do not support that. We do not condone that. We do not give that. We want to have kids in the context of marriage under the strict supervision of God. That is, if you Islam or Christianity or Catholicism. We do not support just willy-nilly just spreading your seeds all over the place. Hell no.
But quick question. Let's say if the woman is submissive, would that still be okay? If the woman is submissive, she's not going to give you a hard time. It's okay to have children with her.
No,
I think it's okay.
It's okay. She has to be married to you. This is the point that in the Black community, we need to stop making stuff as we go along. This is what we do. We be like, hey, I'm going to have kids. Only reason why he's able to have those kind of kids because he has money, he has status. If he was a regular guy, unless he was going after women that are nothing, that are like low vibration, real women who want something don't want to raise their kids in broken situations.
But under American law, you can only marry to one woman. You can't have multiple. You can't be a polygamist unless you go to Utah.
That's the truth. Listen, polygamy works in certain situations in certain countries. In a place like Africa, well, of course. If you're a person with means and power, you got a land, a house, and a cow. You might take up 6 more women. Hey, that might work. Places like Eritrea, Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, Oman, you name it, I could keep going. They might work. But here in the States, having 2-3 women, you'll be bankrupt after a while.
But yeah, man, and what I just read to you about, how his daughter had resentment for her father because, he cheated on his mother, that's going to stay with her for a long time. And see how he moves with women and everything. The current woman he is right now, but the kids gonna grow up. They gonna say, "Hey, Dad, man, I know you took me to all these schools and everything, but now you're not playing NFL no more. There's a chance I can see you, so you can see me more because you're not working as much as him playing the NFL. So I get that Cam Newton wants more kids. I'm with both of you guys when it comes to the sanctioning of marriage. If I had Cam Newton money, I'll have 5 kids by now. If I had Cam Newton money,
yeah.
But my circumstances, only got 1 right now. Hope we have more in the future. But yeah, Cam, man, I know that he wants more, but just make sure your kids are good when it comes to mental state and everything. Make sure you just do right by your kids first, because if your daughter has resentment to you right now, it's gonna be hard for her to let that stuff go unless that you are continuing of being with one woman, marry that woman, and don't do what you did to her mother.
No, but the thing is, Jordan, a lot of daughters always have resentment with their fathers, though. I think it's a natural. I think it's just a natural thing because a lot of daughters be like, my dad don't understand my emotion. That will mostly tend to my mom, which makes sense, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree with that, especially him playing the NFL. Of course, he's gonna have that, because Cam, he had the money, he had fans, so a lot of women's gonna jump on him. Mm-hmm. He needs to understand that part. He definitely needs to understand that part. So hopefully, when she grows older, she could say, "Okay, I see why my dad did this and everything." I just hope she's not so naive and really be on his mother's side. Oh, my dad is a big old cheater. Hopefully, she understand what Cam at that age, having money, fame, and everything. She know how the NFL works.
Sugar Bone had a question for Hakeem. Hakeem can answer this very quickly before we move on. What's a real woman? If he wants to answer it. Shout out to Sugar Bone. If you want to answer it. If not, we can move forward.
I'm gonna just respond to Sugar Bone like this. You're playing semantics at answering that question.
A real woman.
I give you one real easy. I give you an easy one.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Ready?
Go ahead.
A woman. I'll give you one. The one that can give you peace. That's a real woman.
That is, and not only that, but a woman that know how to keep her mouth closed. But we'll move on. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's go to the next topic. Let's talk about Michael Blackson. So Michael Blackson went in on Cat Williams, and he believes Cat Williams is the most overrated comedian of all time. It's pretty much saying that he don't like Cat Williams that too much. So don't take my words for it. Go ahead, I can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Say it's the most overrated comedian of all time.
I mean, I don't think Cat is like, his last few specials has not been special to me. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been special to me. This last one, I didn't like. Just the last 4 was not that great. He should probably like take a break from doing a special. Or let's like give it a long break. I think specials should be, you can't put them out every year. It's going to water down. Give it like, 3-4 years. That's when you do it. He's been doing it back to back to back. And that's probably why it's like, give it some time, Cat, and come back and, let it miss the special. Don't shoot one a year later, shoot another one, and specials takes time to really build.
So you feel like the last couple of specials by Cat Williams was, lackluster?
Yeah. They weren't that special. And, and not trying to, downplay him. It just, that's what, that last one was called Woke. It should have been called NyQuil, because I mean, that nigga. That shit put more niggas to sleep than Mike Tyson in the 90s, man. People now we want to laugh. We really don't want to hear too much controversial shit, because he's still on controversial stuff. Just go make people laugh, man. Just go up there and clown people. You're good at that. He's so brilliant. He's brilliant how he could deliver a joke on somebody. Like what he said about me, I still laugh today. He said, comedians don't get booed enough. That's how he ended up with a Michael Blackson. I'm like, Nick, what the So, it was a brilliant way of roasting me.
Who would you say is the most overrated comedian of all time?
I mean, I don't think Cat is like.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a hell of a joke, boy.
That was a hell of a joke.
That was a hell of a roast, man.
So if you there has been some animosity a little bit for Michael Blackson and Cat Williams for years now. It's going on 10-15 years. For some reason, Cat Williams, Michael Blackson said he's overrated, but Cat don't like Michael Blackson like that either. He really don't. I think he doesn't like him as a comedian or something like that. But going back to what he's saying, go ahead, Ryan. Do you think Cat Williams is overrated? Is an overrated comedian?
No, I don't think Cat Williams is an overrated comedian. Recently, he was just featured. He did a comedian show, and he was roasting somebody in the audience, and people loved it. The crowd was going crazy. So if he stayed on that same format like he used to do, Cat Williams would be great. I think him going out of his element, like the comedian was saying, it throws everybody off. Do what you're good at. Stop trying to be something that you're not good at. And I think that's what's hurting Cat Williams. If he stay good where he's good at roasting the audience, know how to keep the audience engaged, man, Cat Williams would still be the hottest thing right now. Go right ahead, King. I was done. So.
Listen, Cat is one of the most prolific comedians ever. I just was ironic that Blackson said that when I can't even name not one special of his. Not one.
You see, out of his element. Correct.
You see what I'm saying? Cat And it's so crazy when you say woke. Dave Chappelle does the same thing. A lot of his has a lot of social commentary in it, and he's still funny as hell. I've watched Cat's every special. The definition of being overrated is Kevin Hart. I don't know what jokes he said that is funny. I don't know where he is funny.
It's his facial expression. It's the facial expression he does. That's why see, even Jordan Live is a facial expression. Like right now, he's talking about the Eagles thing. Like I'm watching it and I'm dying because it's a facial expression he gives. Yeah. It's that energy.
We're talking like, listen, Cat, Earthquake, Dave Chappelle are the last actors with true ability that came from the 90s era that still can make you laugh. The jokes are still fresh, still relevant. There's what more could say. Blackson is just speaking. He gets booked. I don't know how he gets booked. He is known for just that one role off of Friday. I don't know none of his. I've tried to watch his stuff. I don't know none. I'm psyched when I see a Cat Williams special. Plus, Cat is a businessman, and him putting out specials is a business move. He condensed and compact the best jokes in one, and you'll be able to see it. You got to sit through the whole thing. You might not like it because you. Let me ask you fellas a question. How you a comedian saying another comedian is good? You're biased. I want to hear that from a person who's not a comedian. I'm not a comedian. I love the man's stuff. I don't know what he's talking about. I watched every special that drops. I got it saved on that. When Netflix come, I'll save it and go watch it. And go rewatch it. I go rewatch his old stuff. That's how good it is.
No, David Chappelle is funny. Overall funny.
Oh, phenomenal.
He studied the game. He's overall funny. But I'm being honest, Hakeem, what I learned about this industry is not about the talent. It's about the hard work. These guys put in hard work. That's why they where they at. Cat Williams, talented. David Chappelle, talented, but David Chappelle works. But I'm just saying, talented comedian. But when it comes to hard work, Kevin Hart, you already know, Steve Harvey, Black, the boy, they work hard. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember I saw Michael Blackson one time in a comedian. This was back in 2012 when me and my wife we saw him in the Shaq Comedian comedy tour in Detroit at that time. I saw him one time, and he was okay. He was all right, you know, because I did want to see him how he was stand up, and he's okay and everything. But anyways, going back to Cat Williams. No, Cat Williams is not overrated. If you could bring if Shannon Sharp could bring Cat Williams a podcast, and he has the number one because of numbers, the number one, the best interview because of Cat Williams, not really because of Shannon Sharp, because of Cat Williams, and and how Cat Williams is still touring. He's still touring with people. I just saw him. I believe he's touring with Monique right now, because there was a clip I saw earlier today. Of him, Monique, was like doing a race or something like that. So when it comes to Cat Williams work with other comedians like legends and everything, he's cool. It's like, and he's always on the road. Cat Williams is always on the road. I cannot remember, like, if you go to his tickets right now, he's on the road for the next couple years. Cat Williams is always booked on stand up. He's always booked, and he always brings something. Majority of Cat Williams stand-by I do like. There was some stand-ups I'm like, it's like he was doing something different. I kind of like it, but looking at him now, he's like he really going back to his roots and everything. And Cat Williams doing his thing, and he loves to do stand-up, and that's what he loves to do. But yeah, I feel like I think this is what I think it is, right? I think this one comes to from next Friday after next. Michael Blackson, he had this little stunt of his little stunt, it said you mother this, your mother about that, all that type of stuff. And then he didn't get that hit that he was. When Cat Williams made Money Mike, everybody loved Money Mike, and that kind of pushed him into stand-up stardom. And I kind of think Michael Blackson's kind of jealous of that when with Cat Williams, he did his Friday After Next. His character Money Mike gave him stardom to to build his stand-up career and also do other movies as well. And I think Michael Blackson is kind of jealous, a little bit jealousy of that. And he shouldn't be that way. And but something like that, he really don't like him like that. So yeah, I think Michael Blackson, he just hating that Cat Williams is doing way much better than that Michael Blackson thought he should be at that spot. But if you ever went to Michael Blackson's stand up, I'm telling fellas, you're not gonna like it. He's okay, but he ain't no
number one.
Doesn't say that.
Oh no, he's the opener. He's the opener of the show. That's what he
There
is.
you go. Oh, that's perfect. Exactly.
He's the opener. He's not the closer.
Exactly.
We know that already. But I was just telling Hakeem, it's all about hard work. And he was like, why is Kevin Hart is the most overrated a comedian? Because he works so hard. Everywhere he goes, he doesn't stop working. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Last time on today's show, Jordan, you talking about the what's going to tell me the flight it's been found.
Yeah.
Alaska plane has been found.
This plane has been found. Yes. So there has been
Shout out to A-Dub.
Yeah, so we had to talk about the planes, right? Because ever since last week, we saw plane crashing, planes being hit here, and plane a lot of stuff going through these planes. So we kind of want to stick with the algorithm to come to these planes. But we have found that a missing plane was found. I'm gonna send you another clip on that, Hakeem. So supposedly there was a plane missing from Alaska, and now has been found. So let me see you that clip, Hakeem, and then we'll go from there.
Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here.
So go ahead, Hakeem. So I sent you the clip. So yeah, so apparently the plane has been found. It was located on a sea ice that matched the description of one that went missing on the Alaska plane. So it did crash, and it said 10 was aboard, but 3 bodies was found. So it either has to be 3 bodies has been deceased, and maybe the other 7 maybe had been walked away from the accident. But go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip.
Breaking news to tell you about. In Alaska, the Coast Guard has found an aircraft matching the description of the single-engine plane that vanished while flying over the Norton Sound yesterday. The wreckage has been located on sea ice 34 miles southeast of Nome. The Coast Guard says the bodies of 3 individuals are inside, and according to the Alaska Department of Public Safety, 9 passengers and a pilot had been on board the Bering Air Caravan when it disappeared. Coast Guard spokesperson says crews have not been able to fully open the plane and are continuing their search.
So where's the people?
And welcome.
That's what I'm trying to find. They say they found 3 bodies, so I'm thinking the bodies are deceased. But yeah, man, it's just crazy how these planes, it's just been weird about these planes, how we stick in the algorithm, and it's like every day we'll talk something about a plane, and now it's one in Alaska. So my question to you, Ronnie, is when is this plane situation going to stop?
It's gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop because I think to me, my personal, I think it's a conspiracy going on when it comes to these flights. It's either they want us to stop getting on these flights and start using transportation, like we were talking about these trains that they are building, these fast trains, or they want us to start driving. Either or the robots is going to be controlling the planes. Who knows? Who knows? But at some point, we got to start walking in fear and just live our normal lives. We know accident does occur. Plane crashes are normal because we go to other countries. They do have numerous of plane crashes to the point that sometimes the presidents be on the plane and it crash. So it happens. But and this type of like the rise of it like out of nowhere, I think it's a conspiracy going on. That's just my personal beliefs. But it's not a personal belief. These are based on facts. Based on facts, people should be not have fear to go on planes. Go ahead, live your normal life. Don't live in fear because fear is gonna stop you from enjoying your everyday life. You're gonna be stuck up in the house again, like the pandemic. And we don't want that to happen. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
People die more in car accidents than they do in flights.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
It's statistics. So flights are still more safe than anything. I do want to agree with you and say this is kind of weird. I think that they're going to issue in autonomous flights. This is something to break that in. I think that all it takes is for a number of things to happen in a series for people to start beefing up the airline industry, being a lot more stricter with the coding, more inspecting these planes in rural Alaska. And maybe A-Dub can talk this. Single flight planes are used because a lot of people fail to understand something. Natives live on the outskirts of Alaska. Anchorage is one of the major cities, but majority of other people live in small rural towns that you need a single airplane to go to or by boat. So this is where like you might have to a reshipment might take a whole nother month before a plane come back in. But I rarely ever hear any accidents about single airplanes falling down in Alaska. It's very common there to fly. So this is kind of new to me. I watch a lot of news on Alaska. You know, I want to go visit there. So when I hear this, I say, okay, hey, this is kind of eerie of these things going on. But I do know the airline industry is, hey, we need to put a clamp on this now.
Absolutely, Akeem. Yeah, I don't know when it's gonna stop. It's just it's been weird, you know. Stuff's going around the United States, you know. Hopefully we get more of the update with that, you know, of the people that was on the plane. Hopefully they're all alive, but we'll see about that. Yeah, man, I'm just thinking like, you know, like I said, that looking at the where it was flying to, it was a very short flight, but I don't know, they had engine problems, maybe it was windy, you know, anything could happen. It was snowing and, you know, and it crashed like that. So and the thing is, you know, with Alaska, they Hakeem's right, they do this all the time. They fly a lot, you know, because Alaska is the biggest state in the United States. So but yeah, this airplane stuff is really weird. And I'll tell you guys, if I find something about more about planes, I'm gonna keep it in the algorithm. We're still gonna talk about it until
no, still cover it. Cover it.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like I say, need more planes. We're still gonna be in the algorithm. We're still gonna cover it. So if I find some more plane stuff, I'm still gonna bring it up.
Shout out to King Rooster that's on the middle, and Ashley said, "I'm good. I'll take the bus." yeah. To me, don't let this, because people are now walking in fear. They were like, "I'm not canceling my flight. I'm canceling my flight." But it's gonna make you it's not gonna make you enjoy life. Accidents does occur, but like I King stated, people get into more accidents driving than actually on a plane, and that's a statistical fact. Yeah. So I'm just telling people, like, just live your normal life. Don't be afraid to fly. And now what the captains are doing now, the pilots are doing now, they letting people know so they can feel comfortable, like, hey, we're gonna make sure you guys get to your destination safely. Now they are announcing that more to make people more relaxed, because I think they know that, hey, these videos are coming up in the algorithm. People are talking about these planes crashing and all these things going on. It is what it is. Go ahead, Hakeem, read A-Dub comment before we head up and out of here.
It says, the town I live in, there's about 1,000 people who live in here, this town. I haven't slept yet due to the plane going down in the region in Nome of Alaska. It's 145 miles northeast from where I'm at.
You can't live in fear, A-Dub. It's sad to say, but don't live in fear, big dog. I already know. But I want to say, A-Dub, don't live in fear. Just keep living your normal life, man. I understand this may be traumatizing because it's northeast from where you stay, but you just can't live in fear, big dog. Hey, this is gonna create another pandemic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say to Ashley, I don't know who's 907 Good Eats is anyway. She from Anchorage. He said that was no. Yeah, listen. I'm a big Alaska fan. I'm into the whole wilderness and staying out in the cold and building.
For real, now I can't do that. I can't.
I was a Boy Scout. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was a Boy Scout.
Wait. So you mean you'll build one of them ice cube homes?
Yeah.
And live in there? No, I can't do it. No.
Hey, I'll get me a native wife and call it a day, and we'll just be out there fishing. Like,
no, but my thing is, Pearl go out to those 9 missing people because I was like, where did they go? They probably had to made it ashore because they have sweaters and stuff like that. They could have made it. Because I don't know how bad is the blizzard. Did they get blizzard at a certain time? Probably A-Dub would know.
A-Dub can answer this question. People from Alaska know if you in those type of situations, you know what you got to do to stay alive. Some of these guys usually keep a knife on them, something to start a fire. If you in Alaska and in the wilderness, ice fishing, you know how to survive this. This ain't nothing new for them. That will like just like if you a Georgia boy or you out in the woods, them Alaska boys ain't playing. They really survival kings. You know what I mean? Look, he say he live in a town with 1,000 people. You off the beaten path.
That's crazy. Like, wow. I can't do it either. Shout out to them, man. They are some soldiers.
Shout out to Alaska.
Shout out to Alaska, man. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, special shout out for you guys for being here. Shout out to Wild High, Abby Wody. That was also in the building. Also, Shiesty, you already know, Shiesty Avenger Ashton, the creator of it, was also in the building. Guys, make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. He normally go live right after us, 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 Central time. Go over there and support the brother. Shout out to Joshua, the first one that was in the building, coming through, showing us love and support. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to you, A-Dub. A-Dub, don't let it stop you, big dog. Make sure you go and enjoy your life. I understand that might be traumatizing to you. You know, we don't live in Alaska. We live in the warm land. But still, live your life, big dog. Don't let it stop you, big dog. Do what you do. I'll be looking out for the next live. Yeah, make sure you hit that notification bell, big dog. Make sure, and thank you so much for being supportive of the platform.
Love you, A-Dub.
Yeah, be safe out there, man. Man, because, wow, you a soldier, big dog. I ain't going to lie to you because I won't be able to do it. I can't. Boy, it get 50 degrees here. I started panicking.
I might need to check on 907 Eats if she's in Alaska.
Shout out to King Rooster that was also in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to, you already know, Nightish, the night. If you guys need a good laugh early in the morning, he is the channel to go through. He will get you laughing early. Cause that is getting me laughing early in the morning, especially when I be doing overnight. Shout out to Night. It was also in the bed. Shout out to Sugar Bomb. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for being here. We really greatly appreciate you. Thank you for so much people for being here all across the board. Thank you guys so much for being here. Lady Patriot always holding us down right now on the Rumble. I always want to give a special shout out. Shout out to I Am It and over there watching us on Instagram, and also shout out to BYKSG also watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate you so much. Shout out to all those watching us right now. 20 people right now watching us on X. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We greatly appreciate you. Shout out to those watching us on Kick and also Twitch and Rumble. You know, Lady Patriot is always holding us down. Shout out to the 10 people watching us on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for being there. Our audience in Rumble is growing. It's growing. Slow and steady. It's just like YouTube. It's growing. So shout out to our Rumble family always showing us love and support. Guys, make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio description where you can find the Chaos Culture Radio store where me and Jordan have on the Chaos Culture Radio t-shirt, the hat, the coffee mug, the sweaters. So A-Dub, if you need some sweaters, we got some sweaters over here, A-Dub. So get yourself some sweaters so you can stay warm because Alaska is cold. Boy, do they even see sun? Do they even see the sun?
No, listen. It stays. They have maybe 10 hours of daylight.
Like 10 hours?
Like it could be night and the sun's out.
Wow.
And also in some areas in Alaska, it's daylight for 3 to 4 months or something like that, or 5 to 6 months.
I can do research on that. That's dope. So so even when it's day, even when it's night, it's sun. So the sun never goes down pretty much.
It's like the sun will kind of set and it'll still be sunlight in the way. It won't go down. Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to Kevin. Check it in. 504. That's also in the building. Thank you so much for being here, big dog. Kev, we're about to get ready to end the show, but thank you so much for checking in. Thank you for all the cloud wars. I told Hakeem join all this all the time. A lot of people watch us in the clouds. That's why we want to give you guys appreciation. But if y'all drop in from time to time, say, hey, we just checking in, we letting you know we listening. We really do greatly appreciate it because we want to also the new subscribers as well that go back and watch our content. Let us know that you know so we give you a shout out on the next show. Make sure you go to Chaoscultureradio community tab where you can find Prince Hakeem book, Black Love, and also Hakeem new album that's about to get ready to drop. But the single is out now. He has the cover. That's coming out March 14th. So guys, be on the lookout for his album.
Stream all over the place.
And it's gonna be all over the place. We already clipped some of the videos already. The sound is already out. I don't know you guys actually listen to it. I don't know how Hakeem want to play something before we head up and out of here for the folks. He already played like how many records you already played already? Like 3 records?
Like 3, 4.
3 to 4 records. So guys, make sure you go rewatch the streams. We already chopped it up. Some of them already flowing all over the place. So guys, go check it out. Support the brother because I want to make sure I get his platinum record on my wall. And with the Chaoscultureradio on the back, I want that platinum record on the wall.
Y'all support the play. So just before I play the music, I want to say this. Fairbanks get 24 hours of daylight for 70 days from mid-May to mid-July. Anchorage experienced 16 to 19 hours of daylight from May to July. And Juna and Kodak experienced 18 hours of daylight on the summer solstice. And Hibiscus experienced 80 days of uninterrupted daylight.
Wow, the universe is so beautiful, man.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Chaoscultureradio. Enjoy your Super Bowl weekend. Be safe, have fun, and make sure if you're gonna take a flight, don't walk in fear. Go ahead, take your flight. Go ahead, Hakeem, play your latest hit, and we out of here.
Yep. This is on the album too, but I want to play this in dedication to all the fallen ones.
Love Jones. I dedicate this to you. You know who you are. Love you with all my heart. Check it. I met her from way back, she was cute with them backpacks. Bamboo earrings, I told her ass back. She don't mess with thugs, she told me that shit whack. Excuse me? No, I'm a boss, that's real rap. I can give you what he needs, she told me to fall back. She want the 90 love she felt from way back. Her mama told her get her a man who made stats. Forget them other lanes, Hakeem is where it's at. Bring that old school feeling like Marvin and Jay's Black. Coffee shop love, I love my girls black. Hood with attitude, she quick to throw it back. She ain't scared to fight, she swing when they attack. Sundress up in the summer, look like a snack. My homeboy told me, damn, she got back. Flashback, I've been in love since jumping jacks. Flashback, I've been in love since jumping jacks. Cause it's the Love Jones things in the 90s. Things poetic love, if you know what I mean. Grooving on the feelings, so serene. We just all kings and queens.
Cause it's the Love Jones thing in the 90s scene. Poetic love, if you know what I mean. Yeah, grooving on the feelings, so serene. We just all kings and queens. I'm living single, but my life ain't a sitcom. I want that love like a 90s R&B song. Love is stronger than pride, that's what I be on. And I cherish the day, I got a reason. And you gotta bump this in, you need some. As I walk on by just like Dion. But I'm Whitley, looking for my Dwayne Wayne. It's a different world, but it all look the same. So Riri, I got love on the brain. And I'm trying to find my ASAP Rocky Main. But until then, focus on the children. Cause we trying to build wealth and buy buildings with high ceilings, feeling like a million. Just chillin', loving and healing. No heroes, no villains. So nostalgic, that's what it's giving.
Cause it's the Love Jones things in the 90s scene. Poetic love, if you know what I mean. Grooving on the feeling, so serene. We just all kings and queens. Cause it's the Love Jones things in the 90s scene. Poetic love, if you know what I mean. Grooving on the feeling, so serene. We just all kings and queens.
We just all kings and queens. We just all kings just all, we just all, we just all, we just all,
so serene, so serene,
we just all, we just all,
so serene,
we just all, yeah, we just all, yeah, we just all, yeah, we just all,
so serene, so
serene.
You say who's
Thank
this
you for
for
tuning
me?
in. Is that what you're saying?
It might be.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaosculture Radio. We over and out. Peace.